welcome in Libra. My name is Marie. This is Indigo Earth Tarot. Thank you for coming into the channel. It's nice to have you here. Let's also welcome in your cross-watchers. Cross-watchers, you are here to find out what's going on with your Libra. Therefore, some of this message could be for you as well. Remember that energies do go both ways, so feel free to interpret the messages or the direction of the messages coming through as it relates to your personal situation. And the messages coming through for you, Libra, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. It does not have to reflect the whole thing, or it could just resonate with an inner knowing. So take what fits, and if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Nice to have you here. If you like the content being shared, please like and subscribe. Help the channel grow so other Libras can get the messages that might be needed for them as well. And for those of you that this does resonate with, I will have an extended. The link to that is in the description box below, along with a lot of other delicious information. We will dive deeper into the messages coming through by exploring the zodiac signs that show up in your reading, and those zodiac signs are about personal connections as well as intimate relationship or relationships. So just keep that with you as we move forward, and let's get started with the reading for you. This is for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising. Messages for those watching, please. Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising. Messages for those watching, please. All right, here we go. So, overall energetic theme for the reading, Libras. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Surety and assurance. Could be trust, trusting yourself, taking care of yourself, self-care. So let's see what's going on with you. Let's find out what the situation is. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have Justice. Well, there's you showing up. And we have the King of Swords. Well, I think some of you are taking a good look at either in your relationships. This could be relational or situational. The exchanges of, could be exchanges of money. This has to do with work. It could be exchanges of emotion, if this has to do with relationship. Something here seems to be a little bit out of balance. You know, the King of Swords is somebody who's a little bit critical, a little bit judgmental. It's kind of taking in all the facts, trying to figure everything out, making, analyzing things, researching things, configuring things. Can be a little icy cold too. So there's some sort of imbalance here with exchanges with either, friends, co-workers, family, relationships. Libra does rule the 7th house, and the 7th house is about relationships. It's about how we see ourselves in relationships, how we interact in relationships, and that's not just intimate relationships, that's family relationships, relationships with, the system in which we live in, relationships with coworkers, relationships with your jobs. So it's looking at the dynamic of your value or what you value in situations where you are connecting or, dynamic relationships all the way around. So let's see why this is happening for you. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Swords. I think there's a new opportunity coming in here for you, Libras, to really do some self-care. Nine of Pentacles, feeling good about yourself, feeling good about your finances, contentment. And, we've got the healing in here to be able to, rest, retreat, feel a little bit like take a break. Some of you might be going to a retreat. Some of you might be going to, take a vacation. But something here where you're able to take care of yourself because, maybe you're expending too much energy. Maybe you're, there's too much, if this has to do with the job, being on the computer all day, working in finances, working in, problem solving, relationship solving, all those kinds of things. It's out of balance here. And, there's, I think why this is happening is it's time to really start focusing on yourself and doing some things to take care of yourself, so to speak. Queen of Pentacles. So let's see where we're heading here. We have the High Priestess, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Knight of Cups. Well, I mean, I think deep down inside, this is something that you already know. But I think maybe you're having a little bit of difficulty with this. You might do something occasionally here and there, kind of fleeting, do something, like maybe you go to get your nails done, or you get your hair done, or you could do some shopping, or maybe you go out with the guys for a night, or you go fishing or something like that. There seems to be, it's like you're not taking enough time to really do some self-care and some self-reflection here, and to take better care of yourself. Because this kind of telling me this is about taking better care of yourself. And I think deep down inside you already know this, but you're having difficulty with this. If you're working 10 hours a day, there's difficulty with this, to be able to take care of yourself. Something in here is about needing a break. So let's find out what this justice is. What's the imbalance here? What's going on here? Clarify justice for our Libras, please. Somebody's not getting replenished. Six of Pentacles. Don't judge. King of Swords. Don't judge me. We have the Two of Wands. We have Temperance. And we have the Sun. Well, I think this is something that you're wanting to do. We've got the Two of Wands. Like, you see this out in the future somewhere. You're trying to have patience. It's not like you don't understand that there's some sort of imbalance or, disharmony in your life right now. You want nourishment. You want to be able to connect. You want to be able to do the things that you want to do for self-care. But it might, you might have to compromise some things. And you're kind of in your head about this, maybe trying to figure this out, like, weighing out the pros and cons or the balances, the balance, checks and balances, so to speak. But it's, you're aware. You're aware. So let's see what this Ace of Wands is. What is the opportunity that's going to be presenting itself to you? Clarify the opportunity here coming your way. Something new, something different, something unconventional, something that really, like, nurtures your soul, revives, regenerates, restores. We have Strength. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Seven of Cups. Well, it kind of seems like you're doing too much. Maybe you're working full time, and then you're going to work out, and then you're going, doing things like, having to go to retreats, or having to go, listen to self-help things online. Like, you're following an agenda, but it's like you're muscling your way through something. And I think the opportunity coming in here for you is to do nothing. What does that mean, right? That's confusing because, you got to provide income. You got to go to work. You've got a job. You've got, mouths to feed, a family to feed. You've got a house to pay. You've got rent to pay. You've got a car payment, blah, 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 right? And all these things are sustainable, Nine of Pentacles. But I think it's like, there's something in here where it has to reverse itself. Reversal. You got the Hanged Man. You know, you got Strength in the Hanged Man. Something needs to reverse itself here. So let's see what the Nine of Pentacles is. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles here for our Libras. I got Leo showing up in this reading twice. If you're dealing with the Leo. You know, if this has something to do relationship-wise, something's out of balance here with the Leo, right? Something is not, you know, somebody is very kind of, I don't want to say emperor-ish, but very kind of like, this is the way it is, this is how we do it, this is the way it's always been done. You know, you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you got to get to where you're going, you got to, I mean, just very kind of cold, so to speak. So let's see what this Nine of Pentacles is. We have the Chariot, we have Death, and we have the World. These driving forces of will and determination is what needs to transform. The need to have to, you know, that idea of pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You need to be independent. You need to be successful. You need to do, you need. You know, there's some sort of driving force behind you that's pushing you forward into this, you know, Nine of Pentacles energy. And there's nothing wrong with the Nine of Pentacles energy. There's nothing wrong with being content and being successful. But at some point, there's an understanding here that, you know, we're on a universe that's circling around through this huge galaxy. And, you know, sometimes the universe needs to step in and do some things for you, or allow the universe to step in and do some things for you. That might be a new concept for you, Ace of Wands, right? Something spiritual. That you don't have to do everything all the time or make things happen all the time. Sometimes it's about setting your intentions out there and being patient for things to show up. The Sun. And I think that if this is a relationship with somebody who's very kind of authoritative or like by the book, I think it's kind of a driving force behind you that could be driving you a little bit batty, so to speak. Let's see what the Four of Swords is. This is a kind of like set your goals and, you know, write them down and put up your, you know, your, what do you call that? The board where you put all your pictures up, and I can't remember the name of what that's called. Your projection board or your future board or something like that. This seems to be kind of on that mindset. And for some people that works, and for others, it's kind of draining the life force energy out of you. So what's a Four of Swords? Clarify the Four of Swords here for our Libras. We have the Empress. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Well, again, we've got the Empress and we got the High Priestess. Something inside of you wants to take a break. Something inside of you really wants to just rest. That would make you happy. Not to do anything. You know what I mean? To just like let life kind of lead you through and take care of you. But you're being realistic, you know. You're being realistic more so than you are being idealistic. But there's something within you that there's a creative aspect in you or something that wants to be birthed that is going to bring you happiness here. And that's this creative new beginning, this creative opportunity to come in. And the only way you're going to hear what that is to be able to get quiet and to listen. So you can make the choices necessary that's needed for you to take better care of yourself and to be able to do the things that you want to do, really want to do. And I think too, you know, if this is relational in nature, I think deep down inside, you kind of want to, there's some sort of happiness in here that you feel like you're missing the boat a little bit. Like it's deep inside of you, but you're not able to play and have fun in this environment. So let's find out what the High Priestess is. Where is this heading for you? It's like, sure, Indigo or Tarot. It sounds nice in theory, but, you know, I've got kids, I've got dogs, I've got cats, I've got to pay house payments and mortgage payments. And so what's the High Priestess? Clarify the High Priestess. We have the Hierophant, we have the Chariot, and we have the Lovers. Well, this to me is commitment right here. Something's moving forward towards a commitment. You know, some of you may have had a period of time where you were very independent, have been alone for a period of time. Maybe you've been, you know, doing some work to take care of yourself. And now you're ready for, you know, maybe you've been resting for a while. Maybe you've been on your own for a while. And now you're ready for some sort of commitment to come into your life. It looks like something's heading your way. For others of you, this could be just, you know, if you're working all the time or you're you know, constantly in your head figuring things out, taking this break is going to allow you maybe to start heading towards, you know, a relationship. I don't think you know this is there or that this is coming. I don't think you know. It seems to be something that's getting ready to be birthed. That's the best way I can say it. Something that's getting ready to be birthed. Because something's transforming here from singleness, that's moving forward, that's being transformed to a new beginning here. Something very inspiring here. So let's see what the Five of Wands is. What are you conflicted about? Or what are you, you know, what's the... What is the distension here? What are you having a hard time with? Some of you could have be dealing with a Taurus, Cancer, a Gemini, or a Pisces. Oh, Queen of Cups, your emotions. Queen of Swords, they're at war with each other. There you go, Seven of Cups. So, Libra. The conflict is your feelings about a situation and what your mind is telling you about a situation. For some of you, this could have something to do with, there's an alliance here. This could have something to do with, somebody, a connection that's coming in. Or, you know, if this has something to do with your job, there could be, you know, certain things that you're feeling about your job that you're not allowing yourself to feel about your job because you're too much in your head taking care of business and, you know, being rational about everything because there's mouths to feed, there's, you know, cats to feed, there's dogs to feed, there's, you know, guinea pigs to feed, and there's, you know, rent's got to be paid, and like all these things are coming into play here. And so it's kind of like you're, you know, what do I do? Like I have these feelings coming through. There's a strong emotional reaction here. And you're trying to stay rational about something. I don't know if that's going to work too much longer for you because it's out of balance. And I think what the universe is trying to bring in some nourishment for you right? Is trying to bring in some divine nourishment for you. You don't have to compromise one for the other. Like, it doesn't all have to be, you know, thought through. That's your dichotomy here, Two of Pentacles, you know. It's either this or it's that, or it's, you know, I'm in my head or I'm in my heart. And, you know, there's that fine balance between the two where you can still be rational and still have emotional responses about things. So, and that's taking care of yourself because you're recognizing it, you're acknowledging it, you know, you're giving it some room to breathe, you're allowing it to flow. So what's the Knight of Cups here? I think there's romance heading your way, Libra. And I think it's going to be coming in pretty fast. And I think somebody's looking for marriage here. They're not saying anything. Deep down inside, they want a commitment, a long-term commitment. So, and again, this could be you, you know, or this could be somebody else. I got Aquarius showing up. I got Cancer showing up. I got Scorpio showing up. I got Leo showing up. I got Sagittarius showing up. I got Taurus and Libra showing up. Cancer, Pisces, Gemini. So clarify what the Knight of Cups is here. We have the Two of Wands. You're at a crossroads. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Page of Wands. You can either rest into this and not fight it because there's a desire here. There is a desire here. There's definitely a desire, but you're kind of at a crossroads. You're ready to go, but you're not quite jumping into it yet. And I think part of that is because you think it has to be either or and, or, you know, maybe it can be and also, right? Maybe it can be a little bit of like, you know, if you want to really know what to do in this situation, because instead of trying to figure it out, I think your emotions are starting to like really play a part in this. You got to get quiet, meditation, quiet the mind, you know, listen to your feelings because your feelings are coming out to play here. Knight of Cups. You know, someone's kind of got you stirred up a little bit here. And that's how you take care of yourself. Trusting yourself, trusting those feelings, allowing them to move through you. Because temperance is embodiment, can be embodiment too. You know, how you're showing up in the world as opposed to how you're feeling in the world. And you got it next to Leo, or how you're feeling on the inside, I'm sorry. You got it next to Leo, the sun. That's about personality. That's about expression. So what's out of balance is what's going on the inside and how you really feel on the inside and how you're expressing yourself on the outside. You're out of alignment. So I don't know where you're going, but hey, it looks like I don't think you're going to have a choice. I think someone's going to be romancing the stone, so to speak, here. So let's see who's showing up again. I've got Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini. I've got Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer again. Cancer's really strong in here. Earth signs are really strong in here. I've got Pisces. I've got Leo. I've got Leo again. I've got Libra. And I've got Sagittarius showing up. I'm going to look at those in the extended. The link to that is in the description box below if you want to join me over there. I'm going to grab an oracle card for you before we go today. This is from the Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. Ah, look, taking shelter. The answers are within and fogged in. Go slow and take your time. Well, there's your Four of Swords, right? Taking shelter. The answers are within. And go slow and take your time. There doesn't need to be rushed. I'm going to read that fogged in a little bit here because there's some confusion. Even if you can't see what's around the next corner, go forward slowly and gently. You are safe. When you take time to go slowly, new perceptions emerge that you can't see if you're moving too fast. Move away from the rapid pace of everyday life and step into the majesty of stillness. The majesty of stillness. Well, there's your Four of Swords coming through again. Twice. Came through twice. Resist impulses to go ahead with your first instincts. Take time to tune into your deeper intuition. There's your Empress and your High Priestess. Power is born in those times when you relax into the present moment. So that's what I have for you this week, Libras. I hope this helped. And until next time, Grand Rising, Libras.